Alright, hey everyone, so today it's a public holiday here in New Zealand and I thought today I will go out and take some street photographs using the K&F Concept square ND filters I recently purchased. Originally, with today, I was gonna use this bag, my basic messenger bag here. However, with all the filters and camera and stuff like that in there, it's actually quite cumbersome. So what I'm gonna do is just here, it's just a basic backpack that I've got. I'm gonna move all my camera gear in here, and this is what I will use to take with me for today's shoot. So what I'm going to be taking with me, just exchanging into the other bag, are of course the filters. There's a whole bunch of filters in these packs, some of which I actually need to store away. There we go. So four various, four square filters in each, so all four of those makes 24. Then in the bag itself, the EM5 Mark II with the Samyang 12mm f2, so that's going to come with me. The adapter for the square filters, filter thread that's going to work with this lens. Just a small range finder that I might chuck on top of the camera. Gloves, spare batteries, and I might bring some spare batteries for this camera as well. Memory cards and lens cloths. Hood for the filter adapter, pens, a journal, wallet as well, and as well as that, just some way to store the camera in. Also, don't forget, I'm also going to take my tripod with me as well to do the long exposures. So all that, I'm going to be moving all that into this camera here. First, got my sandwich, so I'm going to have some lunch before I go out. Just got the backpack on instead of the messenger bag. Feels a little bit better this time, just to make sure that it's more comfortable. Plan for today for my photographs is a mixture, so I'm just gonna experiment on the filters, and more importantly is, as I'm doing vlogging out in public basically, so showcasing my story for the images, something I want to start getting out of my comfort zone in. So ideally for today is I want to slow down my shooting. So instead of pointing, shooting, and then just moving on, I want to make sure my focusing is appropriate, as well as that, the aperture as well, so getting a good depth of field, and of course using the various filters I have at my disposal to just be more creative and trying to think outside the box. Alright, so just back where I've started. That's the first thing I decided to take a photo of, and I'll be putting the photo right around here in the video. Very interesting because I was talking to a photographer who lives just in this area, and he was telling me that this used to be a art sort of gallery or something like that, and with the current landlord who actually owns these apartments up here, he wanted to burn this down. However, something to do with the local artists and stuff actually admire this sort of building, and plus it just looks really nice and old-fashioned. Well, not old-fashioned, just nice and deserted, so great opportunity to take some photographs. So I'll go to the back to actually just set up the photos I was working on. Here's the sample. Hopefully you can just see that. I will take an image shortly, but I'm a bit too close to the frame, so I've got two options. I can rotate the camera to be in a landscape, or I could bring it back just a little bit to try and get the palette over here, that palette there in the frame. So I might actually do that. Yeah, so I've just dropped the, I didn't drop anything, but I've just narrowed down the ratio, so it's a 1-to-1 ratio there. Just a bit more creative. The setting, just there, so F8 as the shutter speed. Down there is 100, and I haven't adjusted anything on exposure compensation, and ISO on the image. If I remember, I put it at, I think I put it around 400. Yeah, so that's the spot right here. Admittingly, that's kind of the frame what I'm thinking of, but I'm also carefully thinking about just how to do the ratios. Yeah, that's how the image is looking so far. So just here I've just added a ND filter in the middle there. So that way I can start getting a long exposure, and I'm going to get a long exposure now. it's not half bad. Not bad at all. Nice scene here. So it's a very nice sunset sort of scene. And got a nice shot of that and just broke down the ratio to a 1-to-1 ratio. Alright, I think that'll be enough photos for today. So what I'm going to do next is start packing down just my gear here, chuck it in my bag. Same with this camera here. Start walking back home, cook some dinner, and then start going through the photos. Thank you very much for checking out this video here. You'll be free to check out the images on Youpic as well as EyeEm. I do put them down I'll put them down in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you in a future video.